When I was a kid and my parents were away, my gran would come to stay, and after school she would make us scones. And these scones were unreal. Light, buttery, and with loads of butter, jam, or clotted cream. Scones have a special place in Scottish culture. Check out this clip from Still Game.
A scone and tea at 3:30 makes the day a little brighter. Keep your cakes and fancy tarts and stick them up your shouter.
My gran's turning 91 this year, so I thought it was finally time to preserve the ultimate scone recipe for the future generations. She likes big band swing and jazz, so you're just going to have to deal with the music choice on this video. Enjoy.
I know it off by heart, but I think, could you put on a light, please? I'm so blind at the moment. This is Delia, and I mean, I've made different versions of scones all my life, but we used to make them with plain flour, and we added baking soda and cream of tartar. But Delia came out and said we didn't do it, we just use self-raising flour. I haven't looked it up for such a long time, but I want to make quite sure that I get it right. Here we are.
What happened here?
I don't know. There's the quantities doubled.
Margarine or butter, 40 grams.
Butter, never margarine.
Why?
Doesn't
It's
taste
not the
right.
same.
Right, first thing you do is, what does that say there? That's the first thing you do.
It says preheat the oven to gas mark 7.
Don't make it 220. That oven is too hot. 200, just about 210's about right. So the first thing you got to do is make sure this is really clean, or else your scones will taste of something else. Right, that should be all right. And just give it a dicht with that. A dicht. The measuring jug has got something in it, so we'll just have to guess. First of all, we'll do the greasing of the tins first. Another one, right?
Okay, we'll grease it.
Now, you also need a cutter
A cutter.
and a rolling pin. The rolling pins, you can actually do it without. Now, I just usually make them that size. I sometimes make them smaller, but probably that's better. Right, so first of all, you take a piece of kitchen paper and you grease your tin. These are very nice new tins, so there's not much problem. Just make sure you get it all over. Very non-stick. The whole secret of this is not the mixing, it's the cutting of the scone. To get the right depth, if you make them too thin, they're pathetic. So you've got to make the... Julia says she gives a centimetre measurement, doesn't she?
Yes.
Right. Now, do your flour.
Okay, how many grams of flour do I need?
It's double Angus.
450.
Push it back.
That should be 50. Yep, there we go. How much butter, Angus? Always times 2? 80 grams.
You are.
Okay, how much is 80 grams? Here? That's maybe the guess.
Probably.
I just don't want to put too much,
Doesn't
otherwise.
matter. Just put it in. How much is that?
54.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a little less. You're supposed.
Did you?
The reason I'm letting you use that butter is if you do it straight out the fridge, it's
71.
very much more.
It's softer.
It takes ages. You don't
Yeah.
want it too soft. That's just about right. Oh, the salt. Have you got the salt yet?
No, a pinch of salt.
Just do a pinch of salt. Right. I have to do it here because I can't manage up there with my hands. Turn it into like fine breadcrumbs.
Yep, like
You know
sand.
how to do that. So you want a lot of air in it. So you very gradually go like this. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
And you mix the butter into the flour. You want to do it as letting the air in, right? So you can take over now.
To be
Oh,
sure.
don't worry, you're all right. Right, off you go.
Off I go.
Don't be afraid to
Mush it.
to touch the butter and
Yeah.
give it a good old squeeze. Sort of
I'm
rub
going-
it, rub
come
it
here.
between your fingers, like sort
this.
of like that's right. That's it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Yes.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. But don't be afraid to keep going as long as fast as you can. The whole secret is to do it as quickly as you can because
So
you
that the
don't
butter
want
doesn't
it to-
melt.
You want the air to get in it. I think you're doing very well actually. Now there's a big debate. Delia doesn't do this, but I think we'll do it today because we've got an awful lot of eggs. It's quite a nice idea to have a beaten up egg with your milk, with the milk.
Oh, really? Is this a big debate?
Well, some people do and some people don't.
Okay.
But I haven't often done it, but because we've got all the blooming eggs, I think we'll do 1 egg mixed with the milk. I did it the last time, and I must admit it was really quite nice. Look at the size of that egg. That's because Maureen gives them oyster shells. My taxi friend, she has hens which are like pets. They get VIP treatment.
Oh, do they? In what way?
We've got a heated hen house, and now there's no definite amount of milk, so I'm just going to add some milk to
There
this.
isn't? It doesn't say?
No, it's not a direct. How can I put it? It's not an
It's not
exact
exact.
science.
Okay.
It's how it feels.
Okay.
So Delia just says add milk until it's not too wet and not too dry.
Okay.
But don't worry about it. It's dead easy.
Okay.
Now give the bowl a wee shake and the lumpy bits will come to the top. See what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you find any little lumpy bits, you can just smooth them out. That's it. Well done.
It's like wet sand.
I think that's all right now. Now, if you wish to wash your hands again, you may. Some
Okay.
people do, some people don't.
Why? I don't think I need to.
Right, well, mix like that with the knife.
Uh-huh.
And you don't want to be, you've got to do it slowly and gradually.
Slowly and gradually. Okay.
So we'll put this in first and start mixing with the knife, and then we'll add the milk when we think it needs it.
Okay.
Now that's enough now, so stop
Okay.
for a minute and then you pop in a little more milk. Right, try now.
Okay.
You feel it all coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you will need a little more, but that's good, that's coming on fine. Right, stop now and clear off the knife. Just as lightly as you can, start to bring it together
Okay.
into a
Into a ball?
Like dough. Right, I'll give you a little more milk. I don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, just a wee bit at a time.
That should be it. Right,
Okay.
now bring it together now. The whole secret of this is as fast as you can. I know we've forgotten to put in the sugar. Oh, God almighty. Out the road, that's my fault. But it won't matter. We'll put a tablespoon in that and
Okay.
just sprinkle it in. It'll mix in beautifully. I don't like them too sweet. Do you?
No.
No, right, that should be enough. But don't worry, it will not be poisoned. Now, let me feel it. Don't be afraid to attack it when you get to this stage.
Right.
Do you know what I
Okay, so
mean?
now I do. Okay.
You've got to really get at it.
Yeah.
And get every single bit of the dry in. So I
Yeah.
suggest just a very tiny, tiny spot more of milk.
Okay.
And by that time, you should probably be okay. Right, have a go with that. It's coming together now beautifully. Don't be afraid to give it a good pummel. It's like making bread. It's coming beautifully now, I can see that.
I can see that too.
Right, I think you're okay now.
Okay.
Let me feel it.
It
Well,
seems
that's
a bit
absolutely
clumpy.
perfect.
Okay.
We need to sprinkle the board with the flour. So not too much, but you give it a good spread over like that, right? And then you lift this out and you plonk it down like that. Mm-hmm. And you give it a bit more of a shape. See what I'm doing? Mm-hmm. Just gradually bringing it together again. Right. So you take your rolling pin now and very gently, just a little gentle roll, not too much.
Is that too gentle?
No, that is too gentle. You
Too
must
gentle, okay.
Keep going. And you can flour your rolling pin if it starts to stick. So what you want to do while you're doing that is continually stop for a minute or two and go like that. Do you see what I'm doing? Mm-hmm. Right, so once that keeps it a nice shape. Mm-hmm. Right, go on then.
That's it.
Just roll it the one way if you can. Don't roll it back and forward. Roll it right now. We're nearly there. Don't go. That's about right. Stop now.
Okay.
Now you just want
Now
to
we turn it again.
once again do that a little
even.
bit. Now maybe just one little roll, but not too heavy.
Oh, roll. Yeah,
Another
okay.
little roll. Don't be right. Now
Yeah.
you stop now. Now sprinkle with a little flour over the whole thing. Right, stop now. And then this is what you've got to do now. You ready? Mm-hmm. Now, I think it's a wee bit thick. Give it another wee roll.
Okay.
I don't want it to be just just a tiny wee bit of a roll. I think that's about right. So you go like this, turning like that, stand back, and then you give a wee push, and down it goes, right?
Yeah.
It's a bit thick, but never mind. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
So you just continue like that. You want to try and get to the edges so that you're cutting out as many as you can without having to bring it all together again. Now some people dust the top with egg. Well, I think it's not necessary.
I don't think it's necessary.
It makes it very,
Makes it shiny.
They don't take long to cook, by the way.
Okay.
We're making them pretty thick.
Okay.
They'll rise very high. What you've got to do now is bring this together again. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got it all together again.
And then you use
And
the
it
rolling
won't,
pin.
it won't need, yeah, it's very difficult to tell. Every oven's different, by the way. Some people use wine glasses. Do you know that? For
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Lizanne does that. She uses wine glasses to
Yeah.
cut them out. You'll get another one out of that. And here's another tray. That'll make one wee funny
A
one.
wonky one.
It's quite nice to have one to taste.
Watch the heat.
It really needs to be a very hot oven. Right, so there you go.
Amazing.
So, that's 10 to 4. We'll try them after 5 minutes. Scone making in Scotland was a very, very popular thing because people didn't have the money so much for a lot of sugar. So scones were,
Because they're not sweet.
do you remember sugar didn't come into it? Sugar was a very modern invention. This is the famous Mrs. Beeton, who was the first Victorian person that wrote up recipes, and everybody that got married got a present of Mrs. Beeton.
It's very small. Do you want me to help you?
You do it. Look under scones
Scones.
and
Okay.
see what she's got in the way of scones.
Okay. Would you ever use margarine for your
Not
recipes?
nowadays. That's an economical recipe because you see, long ago butter was so very expensive, but
So
now
margarine.
butter's better.
Yeah.
I mean, margarine used to be basically not terribly nice. And another tip to keeping the scones really nice: cover immediately with a clean
Tea towel.
tea towel. No,
they
they're
still
coming.
need
They're
more time.
browning up now.
They're browning. Careful.
The ones below, now you see, they're ready, but
Careful.
the other ones are
They're
not.
hot. They're hot, Gran.
I know, but it's okay. I've got hands like leather. Would you like homemade raspberry jam
Yes.
or rhubarb and ginger?
Oh, both.
Now, these are looking great. The thing is, look at the base.
It's hot, Gran. Careful.
Look at, no, I'm
Yeah,
not, I'm
look,
not
the
getting
base looks
burnt.
great.
See, look, they're coming, they're really almost ready.
Okay.
In fact, I think they are ready.
They look amazing.
I'll just give them a second or two. You get far more out of them if you made them thinner. And you
Really?
need to decide if you would like more sugar.
I don't think so. I prefer having jam or like
I
with
always,
butter.
I always cut.
I don't prefer them so sweet.
I've been cutting sugar out of everything. Or I will try it. I hope they're all right. Are they?
I don't know. I haven't tried it yet.
Well, they're all right. Yeah, that's a good
Like,
scone.
cheers.
Cheers. That's perfect.
Oh, I love that. That's
They're
perfect.
giant.
I like that.
Right, so what I do is I just do that.
Together.
It just stops them getting hard on top. My recommendation is for tins not to wet them.
It's not too wet.
If you can possibly just do that, you don't need to be always. It's the same with frying pans. If you want your frying pans not to stick, don't keep washing them.
But
You
otherwise,
see, look at that, because the grease you put on,
it
Cleans
conditions it. Yeah.
it conditions. That's the word. You said the right word.
Yeah.
Oh, jam.
Just,
I don't think they could be better than that, quite honestly.
I don't think so either. Looks perfect.
Thank you. You're getting worse, Rua. You're getting a very nosy girl. Yes, you are.
I don't blame her.
Poor thing.
This is the one thing that sucks about being a dog.
It's okay. We'll share the knife. Don't worry. That's quite nice inside, actually. A daub of butter first, and then I'll have some.
Which one are you going for, the rhubarb?
I'm going to have the rhubarb.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you not fancy cheese, Angus?
Cheese, for me, scones are like not
A sweet, yeah.
No. Sorry.
too slowly.
Too slow.
It's good.
I don't think you can go wrong with scones, you know.
Cheers. Oh.
Cheers, dear.
Cheers, Gran.
Cheers, Vivian. I mean, they're really dead easy to make.
They're really nice, yeah. You made it really seem really easy.
I mean, that was rapid. That was like 20 minutes.
The whole secret of them is to do it quickly, why they don't get too solid. You know, with air, the secret is to keep them light. Do you know what's happened though in all the coffee shops?
What?
The scones have got bigger and bigger
They are
and bigger, and they're
massive, yeah.
far too big.
They're massive.
And all the best kind of afternoon tea places, you get this huge.
They're so big.
And it's not right. This is a good size.
The ratio, yeah.
But I don't think some of them are all that great. I think they turn out very hard.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's happened. It's just sheer greed. I think it's appalling.
People just like the bigger sizes.
Because scones
Then
were
the more-
such a treat. Even during the war, flour was very scarce. But you could make scones when you didn't have sugar. And you know what they used to use in cakes
What?
when we had no sugar?
What?
Grated carrot.
Really?
It's
To give
very
it some sweet.
sweet.
Once you cook it.
Yeah. If you wanted a savoury treat though, you could add a bit of cheese and chutney if you felt like it on top of a scone.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
No, but a lot of people do that.
You make a crumble, right? You also do the butter, a bit of the flour, that mixture. Or you make a cake. You also do butter and flour. And yet the way you make the scone gives it a completely different texture. Just from
You're
the...
not beating.
Yeah, you're not beating it?
With cakes, you're beating
Right,
the egg
you're beating
in to
it.
make it very light with the egg. So the secret of this really is the way you
The air.
do it with
You add the air.
Long ago, Scottish
Here.
houses didn't have cookers. I'm just looking at this picture. That's what you call a griddle.
Yeah.
And everybody had a griddle that hung up above their open fires because you cooked a lot of things like that on
At an
top of
open
the
fire.
griddle. Yeah. During the war, we couldn't get butter. So it was hard margarine, you know. Lorna's not looking, so you can have it. I get into terrible trouble if I'm caught doing that.
Well, somebody is a bit
No more.
chubby.
All done. I go like this. All done.
Then she goes
And then
to
she
the
wants
next
to
person.
lick my finger. You are incorrigible.
Look at that. That's funny, isn't it? Now that is clever. Scone. See, it's so tasty, it's a way. Who is it that comes up with that stuff? That's put me in the mind for one. I want to have one for my lunch.